So I'm just tidying the sink area at the minute. Pretty basic sink, needs a clean inside there. This is your manual water pump. There'll be a container, or should be a container under there, but I don't think there is one. It's not a bad little space. I haven't decided whether to keep the sink or not yet. That's annoying me. That's okay. And then you've got this little panel here which lifts out. It's just got a little magnet there, and then you've got all that space in there. You can see that okay. There appears to be a carrier bag full of saucepans and a lot of jars and a bit of pipe. There's the outlet out to the side of the boat. You can see you can see how thin the boat is. You can see the sun shining through there. But yeah. Right, so I'm just going to tidy that up and see what it's like at the bottom. Right, let's see if we can get in here. Okay, looks alright. Can we lift this carpet, or is it stuck? Right, that's stuck down. Now I can feel a little bit of moisture underneath that carpet. The carpet itself is dry. Right, that's coming out, so I can have a look, because I want to just make sure it's dry underneath. Okay, there is, you can just see there, see the whole of that bottom is damp, and it smells damp. That's that one out, and oh, there's another one. What's this like? Well, if the underneath of the other one was damp, you'd expect this top bit to be damp, but it's not really. A little bit in that corner. Right, let's get that up. It might just be condensation. That's that one out. That is, whereas that one's rubber backed, that one is just like not rubber backed. Don't know if that's damp spots or glue. Let's have a feel around here. See, that's a little bit damp there. Right, I'm going to leave that out. I'll let that dry for a bit, because I don't think that's too bad. But what I might do, instead of having carpet down there, I might make some kind of raised sort of plinth that just lets a bit of air underneath. That might be better. Just looking up there, there's the pipe for the hand manual pump. Right, let's leave that to dry for a bit. So that carpet tile that came out of there, oh, it's not a carpet tile, it's just a bit of carpet. That is more or less the right size. So what I'll do is I'll take that home, place it on a piece of cardboard. Ooh, cardboard. But I've no scissors. Yeah, place it on a piece of cardboard, make a cardboard template, and then decide what I'm going to use to go in there. Okay, little sink update. We've done a few things. Firstly, I've cleaned all that out, so that's nice and clean now. This was bugging me because it was offset and it wasn't central to the little recess. Things like that do annoy me. So that's now been centralised and tightened up. In here, the Jubilee clip there, that's where you put your screwdriver in. That bit was on that side, so that was annoying me. So now I can get to that quite easily. That needed a bit of a nipping up, so that's just tightened up. And this one here is easily accessible, and that's nicely nipped up as well. And then up here I don't know if you've noticed the difference. Can you see what I've done different? This was the other way around. So the tap was here and the pump was round the back. So you had to either put your hand around the back and do it that way, and that wouldn't work, or I mean you could do it that way, but you've got to come round here and that. So now you can go to the pump the water, and it goes into the sink. So that's much better as well. That is bugging me a little bit, if I'm honest, but it'll do for now. So that now is a nice little sink area. I'm still not convinced that I'm going to need a sink, but we'll see how we go. I'm not going to take it out now. I'm going to see how we get on. I'll probably get a water container for in there. I suppose we should do a drain test to make sure it's draining. Let's give that a go. Right, I think what we'll do first is just pour some water in and see if the plug holds. So here we go. That's a full half a litre of water. Just leave that to sit a minute, then we'll check underneath. The lengths I go to for your entertainment. I've now no water to drink for my lunch, but I do have hot chocolate in reserve. That's good. It doesn't get any more exciting than this, I'm afraid, but for me that is exciting. Making sure there are no drips, and so far I can see no drip. So I think the thing to do now is drain it out and make sure it's not leaking there, and that it actually leaves the boat as expected. Let's give it a go. I'm now inside the boat and I'm going to pull the plug on the sink, not the boat. Okay, here we go. You will have seen that before I did. Let's hope it went well. Right, well, it seemed to have exited the boat successfully, and that's dry, nothing there. And if we look up there, that's all dry. So I think that is successful. It's the day after now. If you remember from previously in the video, I was removing the carpet from down there, and I found it to be a little bit damp underneath on the rubber backed carpet. I took the carpet out, I let it air for a few hours, and I've just come back today and I've just had a feel round, and that's dry. That's really dry. What I also did is I also checked this side. There's another similar locker underneath a piece of plywood there, and that was dry as a bone. So I'm quite happy with that. So today's job is to sort this out. As you can see, it's floating. So I've got a little bracket to fix on the back of there. And then what I want to do is measure up for I'm going to put a little sort of false floor in the bottom there, just to create an air gap underneath. Probably a piece of, I don't know, marine ply on little sort of struts underneath, just to raise it a little bit so there's an air gap, just to try and minimise any condensation that might build up. I'm not going to put any carpet in the bottom of there. I might even paint the bottom of that with some bilge paint, just to just to neaten it up really. Then I need to measure for a water container to go in there, and then we can fit the pipe and try out our new manual pump. There you go, I've got my little bracket there, so I'm just going to fit that on the back of there, just to pull that in, because that's bugging me. It's quite a tricky spot to get to. as I'm sure it will be on a lot of jobs I do on this boat. Beauty. Much better. Right, so this little section now fits in there. Clicks with the magnet. Then that shuts, but still, I mean, that cut there, not going to let it annoy me, but yeah, that just needs something just to hold that shut, like another little magnet somewhere. But yeah, all good now. Oh, just spotted that screw. Look at this. Oh, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. That's better. Right, happy with that now. Right, let's start measuring up for false bottoms and water containers. Right, so I've been out and I've purchased a water container, which I have here. 10 litre. It's quite a nifty little thing. It's got the screw cap there, and then you've got a tap on the inside which unscrews. You use the tap handle as a little screwdriver to undo that. That undoes. That goes in there, and then obviously that goes on the back of your top of your can, and you can use it as a tap, but I won't be using that, so that will be coming off. But what I did like about this one, it has the hole in the top, so the pipe can be fed through and I don't have to start drilling any holes, and if I ever want to cap it off, I can do. So that's why I went for that one. Is that going to fit in there? Now I did measure it, the hole, and the measurements of this should say that's going to fit. It's not going to fit like that, but it should fit once I remove that. But do I have to take the cushion out? Yes, I do. Okay, moment of truth. Is it going to fit? Place your bets. Oh, like a glove. Like a glove. So that's going to go in there. Move that piece of pipe out of the way, because I've bought new pipe. So that will go there, that way around, or that way around. No, I'll do it that way around, because then the pipe will go down and around the back, leaving the front free. I am going to put it on a plinth, so it will be up a little bit, but that fits nicely. So yes, that does fit. And if I ever want to take it out, it should, that's pretty, yeah, I'm quite happy with that. And then that side, I'm going to have to make sure that's not impeding the removal of the canister, and use that for some kind of other storage. Right, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fit the pipe, and then we can test the pump. So here's the pipe, and it's quite squidgy, and it will fit on. However, I need to heat the pipe up a little bit just to make it easier to fit on, and I haven't got a heat gun with me, and I'm not sure if I have my jet boil in the camper van, which I could boil some water up and dip that in and then push that onto there. Right, I need to go back to the van and check if I've got my jet boil. Right, that is getting quite squidgy now compared to the other end, so I think we're going to go for it. So I'm going to turn the gas off, so I think that's alright. Gas off. I'll have to bring you along with me. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Certainly squidgy. Yeah, it's going, it's going.
Oh, no, it's probably not going to need a Jubilee clip. It's going. It's going. I sound like Fred, didn't I? Did you like that? Okay, that really didn't need a Jubilee clip on, but you never know. It might, in summer, that might expand and drop off. So I have put a Jubilee clip on there. So that's absolutely going nowhere. So we're just going to put that in the canister now, put some water in, and give the old tapper test. Okay, water container in situ, got the pipe in, cushions back. Let's give it a go. Actually, I'll leave that open and see what's going on in there. Not that we'll be able to see much. Probably take a bit of priming. Let's have a go. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's dual action. Pumps on the way out and on the way in. Hey, that works great. And it's drained out through the outlet, as we've already seen. Right, that's a good do. Now, I'm going to leave that in there for now, because I want to see if that creates any condensation in the bottom. But as regards the sink area, I'm really happy with that, and the handle is easy to get to, not going around the back there. And there we go, works like a dream. So that's the sink area, pretty much complete now. Just need to make that little plinth in the bottom of the locker just to create an air gap, but other than that, I'm really happy with it. It's a good little area. That I've got this round here, which I might put some, I don't know, some kind of sort of tiling or fake tiling around the outside as a sort of splashback, and this is all going to get changed because I want to be able to, I don't know, put shelving in here or bits and pieces, but obviously that's going to be in a future video. That's it for today. The next video is going to be down here. It's the floor in the cabin. There is a sort of socket which is here, as you can see. I've already taken it out, that accepts the table leg, and I wanted to take that out, have a look in the bilges underneath, just check it was all dry, and then potentially do a little bit in and around that area. So that's going to be in the next video, so please do look out for that one. I hope you enjoyed that one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.